What's up? alexy1 here playing Revisor, and this guy is actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll try and play something like the last game against Leicester. No, we're gonna do even something truly remarkable. Double fee and shadow. We'll let him have the center, and we'll see what happens next. If he pushes somewhere in the center, we could maybe attack it. Now we do need to make something happen, and it seems like we're doing quite alright here now. I always liked the idea of 94, which is something I learned in the Nimzo Indian. Is this possible? Yeah, it's possible. I don't see a way for him to achieve anything, since if he moves his knight, we can easily take on c3 and then take on g2. But queen c2 is the main move here, I presume. I'm gonna take on c3 now. Bishop takes. That somewhat surprises me. If he gets a chance, he's gonna go e4, so I might be able to go f5, but I'm afraid of knight g5 then. So what am I to do here? Maybe just e6, but I think e4 is the way to go now. Yeah. I don't like the look of that either. Let's just... No, this rook is actually pretty good on the f8 square. Where to put this rook? Maybe c8? Maybe d8. I like d8 better. Because then we can maybe even try and play d5 in the far future. Okay, so he's definitely got some space advantage here. Look at that, 5 in a row. And I haven't even gotten off my 6th. Well, once with 94, knight takes c3, but otherwise all the moves were behind the 6th. So now it's getting a bit scary. I'm trying to get something going here, but knight b5 though. Takes. Knight takes. I thought he might be able to put his knight in d5 here. I'll put mine on e5. Yeah, I'm gonna take that back. Is this really... Oh, look at this. He can't really take now, since knight c6 would win. Material at least. This wins material also, no? Okay. He might take here, he might take there. That looks like... That sounded like a weird nursery rhyme or something. I think I'll pre-move this, since I think he's gonna take there, yeah. Okay, so now we're up material, but still we're... yeah, it's not easy. Whoa, this move feels really odd. So he has to take now, I think, either on e6 or c6. No, I'm mistaken, by the way. He can also go something like rook d1. But at least we can exchange queens now. Most likely. If he takes on e6, f takes, and the knight has to move. What doesn't actually, but... He could also go e5, but then we can take e5 and also... Yeah, I think we're doing more than okay here. e5 now. Still no. I was just saying that. Since d6 will hang. Luckily for us that worked. Bishop d5, I guess. Check. And he's gonna resign. Yeah. So, pretty good game against a good opponent. Yeah. With a very obscure opening. I have played once b5 in this position, which is actually not that bad. I might even do that again sometime. But b6, yeah, why not? And if he doesn't respond in a critical fashion, it's quite alright. For instance, this, well, we're not doing that bad here. This might be a bad move though. c5 might be just a more normal way to approach this, and then e6 and d5, and then it's just somewhat logical setup. d6, yeah, I don't really like it, since if he goes d5 now, not in this exact moment, since then there would be a lot of tricks, but structure wise d5 is very good for white now. So I might need to do something about that. And as it turned out, this d6 is a bit of a pain. Since I can't really move c5, then d6 would be weak. And he's just gonna march on in the center. So d6 only supports e5, but if e5, well, what then? I might play. I might have played e5 here. Might have been the best move. So if he goes d5, then f5 probably. And oh, this sucks. There might be something tactical here. Yeah. Otherwise, structure-wise, this is very good, but with a trick like knight e4, it's very annoying, since the knight will hop onto e6. Structure-wise, it's a normal move here. It's somewhat of a King's Indian type move. But yeah, if this knight e4 is always in the air, then I don't know. Then this e5 feels wrong as well. I should maybe play rook c8 and queen d8 and then f5, but yeah, that's way too slow. So instead we went c6 and just waited, and now e5. But I think d5 and the same still goes. Although we can go rook c8 now. But yeah, d6 is always weak here. We could go c5 here actually. But he can just block it off and then play with the a file. Just a5 and triple rooks and queen. And then just burst in. I don't know. I don't think this opening was such a success, but at least we get an interesting position here. I thought maybe knight takes, putting the knight on d5 might have been a better idea, but it turns out it's not. I can even take on b4. But from here on out, it went a bit south. This move is probably bad. I should have probably played knight c6 and then taken on b4 with the knight, but whatever, I took with the pawn. And now we're just, after his queen d4, which is just a horrible move, we're just doing super good. I like this idea of going knight e7. But he took on d6, and at first I thought queen d7, but then queen e6 is just such a normal looking move. And all seems to be working here. Rook d1, for instance, is what I thought. Oh, but then we have this move. Yeah, this is nice. Rook d8. So if he takes on e6, we have an in-between check on d1. Oh, wow. I'm not sure I would have spotted that one. Might have just taken on d5 and just rushed with the pawn, and this is probably also very good. Yeah, this is very, very good. Take this, and then rook a1, a8, going to a1, and wins. So yeah, he should have taken on the c6, and I was gonna take with the rook actually. But yeah, we're just up material here. Plain and simple. If queen b3, we have rook takes e4 here. Yeah, I mean this is what he should have done, but yeah, e5 doesn't work. Since I saw this in this line, we could take here. So I mean e5 here doesn't really change anything about that. And although I missed the knight b7, we still had knight e3. We also even had rook d2 maybe, because if he takes, then well, takes f2 and well, bishop c6 maybe, but I doubt it. Even worst case, we can just run with the b pawn, and it's just easy. It's just done. Knight d3 is a bit nicer, and rook e8 and check, and takes f2, and it's done. So, pretty sweet game. I really like this game. I hope you guys liked it as well. Let me know. Let me know if you want me to try something, some strange opening or whatnot. And yeah, I'll read all your comments, and it's been fun, this game. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.